What's up, guys? In today's video I'm going to be going over Bloomingdale's sample box that I was sent. Obviously this is free. Bloomingdale's, I guess, sent it to me directly, but they sent it to a bunch of other people, and it's kind of just a sample box. I get them all the time from Macy's as well, and I didn't sign up for anything because it's kind of like they always just come in the mail. But yeah, a few new releases, a few fragrances I haven't tried, a few I have tried. So Burberry's Parfum Intense, I think I've smelled before. Well, we can start off with this one, just because I think I smelled it already. Yeah, I think I smelled this already. I think I smelled this in a different video, so I'm not gonna repeat this one. Obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of designer fragrances, so you can expect a lot of honesty from me, especially for designers. If they smell too similar and all that stuff, I'm not the biggest fan. So it is what it is. But let's go ahead and start off with one that's probably gonna smell like everything else. It's gonna be Phantom's Elixir by Rabanne. Obviously, you know Rabanne makes Invictus, and then everything else smells like Invictus now, or it just has that super sweetness to it. So Phantom Elixir, Marine Accord, Mineral Oud, and Vanilla Bean. Sounds promising for what it says on the notes, but at the same time, it's a Rabanne fragrance, so it probably smells like Invictus. Probably look crazy. This smells like something. I don't really want to spray this on myself because there's other things in here I want to spray. Like there's a Mind Games fragrance in here, and a Habibi New York fragrance, and an Aqua de Parma fragrance. So this smells like some kind of candy. I might come around to it later. It just smells like a candy to me. All right, let's try Gentleman Society by Givenchy Ombre. I think I've also smelled this one, but I'm not too sure. But let's go ahead and spray it anyways. Trying to see where the atomizer is. This one sucked. This one just poured. I don't know if you could see it. Yeah, there you go. Just absolutely poured liquid all over. Actually, no, I don't think I've smelled this one. There's another one. I feel like, was there another one that just came out? I'm not too sure. All right, so this has a sensual signature, the Narcissus and Vetiver signature, enriched with the warmth of balmy notes and vanilla absolute. I just put my nose on it. Fuck. All right. Not too bad. This one's actually pretty decent. I'll come back around. I might spray these on. I would just have to take a shower. This is not a new one. I've talked about the John Varvatos XX Intense before, so I'm not gonna go over that again. Beach Walk by Maison Margiela. I'll go ahead and spray this one, even though it's not a new release. I think my fiance actually likes this one a lot. I think she smelled it at a Sephora and actually enjoyed it. This is actually a good atomizer. It smells similar to Eden Rock from Dior's Private line. A salty, little bit of like, salty, aquatic. Maybe gives you that kind of sand feel to it. Yeah, this one's actually nice for this kind of weather, or, the warm weather, beach kind of vibe, if that's what you're going for. Beach Walk are the notes of ylang ylang, bergamot, and pink peppercorn, salt sprayed skin, and a summer's day. All right. Then we got the ones I actually really want to try. So let's start with Habibi's Desert Oud. Definitely have not smelled this one before. I don't think I have, at least. All right, I'll probably put this one on skin. but the notes are oud, peach, clove, tuberose, gaiac wood, and cardamom. This one smells like a cigarette. Yeah, this smells like a cigarette. Let me spray it on myself. I'll spray it on the back of my hand just because it's going to be the easiest part of my body to clean. I can go to the sink after this video and just, start over. But yeah, it's like a cigarette. I don't know if it's the peach. I don't know what it could be that's mixing with it. That makes it smell like a cigarette. All right, so this is gonna smell like that one Cartier fragrance that came out that was really polarizing. That was like in the Poche de Cartier Parfum bottle, but it was the black version of it. I think it was Noir. This smells similar to that. I feel like this could get better though. It does smell like a smoked in hotel room with a little bit of sweetness. It's probably from the peach. That's the sweetness coming from. This is a very interesting smell. If you're interested in smelling like cigarettes, at least in the opening, I'll let it dry down for a little bit. But I could see this I feel like this is going to change into something else. So I'll give it a little bit more while I try these other ones. Acqua di Parma, I can't talk. Acqua di Parma Cologne Club, Eau de Cologne. So here it is. 1.5 ml sample. And this is another one I'll spray on skin. All right. I've most likely smelled this one before, but we'll go over it anyways. Just because I probably haven't even talked about it on my channel. Never owned it before. This one's actually pretty good. I'm not sure if I've smelled this one. It's lemon, fresh, slightly green. This one's actually pretty good. Cologne Club. All right. Let's see. All right, so I'll read this one. All right, the vibrant scent of the lightheartedness, sparkling citrus fruits, and spicy notes enhance the bright bond between shiso and rosemary, blending into the comforting embrace of a musky, woody base, an ode to moments that matter because you experience them together with your friends and your community, your club. Welcome to Cologne Club. Let me spray some more on myself. I feel like I didn't get a good spray. There we go. This is maybe a light scent. I could see this like being worn to like go play tennis or something. Yeah, I enjoy this one. Enjoy it. If it was a cheap bottle, like let's say I could find this for like $60, I would say it's a good buy for like $60. I'm not too sure exactly how much it goes for. But you know what? We can go ahead and pull this up. Acqua di Parma Cologne Club. Not bad. $82 on fragrance, and so that means you could definitely find it cheaper. Well, actually, 82. Okay, so Joma Shop has it for 79. I feel like there's got to be a better place to find this fragrance for less. Let me see if I could find it on Joma Shop. All right, whatever. All right, so this is a maybe. This is a maybe for actually purchasing a bottle, actually. I've had Acqua di Parma fragrances before. One I had was a discontinued one. It was called Corsia. I regret selling my bottle of it because I can't really find it. At least not the same one that I sold. They came in like a light brown bottle. All right, and then Blockade by Mind Games. Blockade is a popular one. I think they say it smells like Sauvage. Like, I think this one's the one that smells like Sauvage Elixir, like a mango version or something like that. I'll spray this one on paper too. Why not? or Aventus? I get more of an Aventus vibe out in the air. All right, so and this is also the last one. All right, so I think it's probably the relation is probably Aventus, not Sauvage Elixir. I would say this is an Aventus, maybe Absolute Aventus, with a green mango note to it. I think that's exactly as I said, green mango. So this says blockade, smooth, calculated, and dynamic scent of blockade make it a fragrance that inspires action and growth. Warm notes rooted in leather, oud, amber, promises to view our vices, vulnerabilities, and fragility as a source of transformation. Shifting mindset of vivacious freshness takes hold as mango, spicy pepper, and tomato leaf permeate what was once impenetrable. So these bottles of Mind Game are super expensive. Sure, they're cool bottles, but they're super expensive. Especially for something that it's just a fragrance that it's similar to something else, you know? I've smelled all of them. They don't really impress me. Let me see what people say this one smells like. Just because I feel like it has to be Aventus. And I think Gambit was the one that was Sauvage Elixir. So, oops. So, like, Max Aroma has this fragrance for $355. Low Factory has it for, that's not even the one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. All right. So, top notes mango, bergamot, tomato leaf, pink pepper. Middle notes mango blossom, lavender, watery, cyclamen, star anise. Base notes suede, amber, patchouli, and oud. People say this smells like Aventus. Okay, so I'm not crazy. People do say it smells like Aventus. All right, so I'll read some of the reviews on it. It says it was a love at first sniff. Blast of mango and bergamot for the majority of the area I sprayed. Then it gets a little weird. Suddenly the lavender wants to make an appearance and it blends in together until the tomato leaf kicks the mango and bergamot out of the picture. Now I'm left with a lavender tomato scent bubble that I am not feeling at all. Starts off as an 8.5 that ends up at a 2. Some people say you go nose blind to this in 30 minutes. And someone says one of the best openings I've ever smelled. Problem is fragrance lasts 2 hours max, not worth it at all. Fantastic opening, like others say. It's Aventus with mango in it. It also lasts about 3 hours max. Like all other Mind Games, it's just not worth it. So I'm glad I'm not the only Mind Games hater. I wouldn't even say I'm a Mind Games hater. I just don't care. I think for what they are, I think they're too expensive. Like this one, yeah, it smells good, but it smells like Aventus, and I already own Aventus, and Aventus is cheaper. And if I wanted different versions of Aventus, I'm a Creed fan guy, fanboy. So I would have Aventus Cologne, Aventus, and Absolute Aventus. And I'd be happy with those 3. And if it changes into a tomato and lavender smell, that'll probably be a weird smell after a few minutes. So, but as of right now, it smells like Aventus with mango. It's good. Let's go back to the Desert Oud, Habibi. That does smell like it's not getting any better. Honestly, it's not getting any better. I had a little bit of hope. Gave it a few minutes. Still smells like a cigarette. It smells like a smoked-in hotel room. That's what this smells like. So I wish it was different, but it's not. This is definitely not one that I would purchase, obviously. Not interested in smelling like a smoked-in hotel room. So I'll put that one back. All right. Let's go. This just goes back to like the Invictus DNA, but whatever. I'll spray it on myself. I'll spray it on my finger just to be, just at least have it on myself. But this is Phantom Elixir. I'll go back. Doesn't impress me. It just doesn't impress me. Sweet designers of like the typical Rabanne style sweet designers is just not my kind of thing. Replica Beach Walk, pretty good. Gentleman Society. Let's go ahead and spray this one on myself. This one's actually pretty nice. Come on. All right, good enough. All right, so let's see. I don't really get any vetiver. I think it had vanilla in it, so it's kind of sweet. I don't think I would buy this though, honestly. Yeah, I don't think I would buy it. It's kind of weird smelling my finger on camera. It is what it is. Another one I probably would not buy. Well, I definitely won't buy. It's Blockade. It's a flanker, or it's a wannabe Aventus. So I already have plenty of Aventus fragrances or style fragrances. Don't need another one. Only one I would purchase is probably our Cologne Club by Acqua di Parma. Now that it's starting to dry down. To me, it smells similar to something like Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue. Without the egg smell to it. I get the egg smell in Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. With the new one, I don't. I would have to compare the new one to this to see if there's kind of some resemblance. You know what? I think I have it here, actually. I do have it here. So this is the new version of it. So let's go ahead and spray this. All right, so from the opening, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue is more... It's just like the alcohol opening. Now comparing it, it's probably because they do both have rosemary to it, so it's probably the spiciness, the fresh spiciness. Acqua di Parma has, it just says sparkling. You know what? Let me pull up the Acqua di Parma fragrance on Fragrantica. So, by the time this loads, all right, there we go. So lemon, pink pepper, black pepper, shisho, rosemary. Base notes are musk and cedar. Yeah, they're pretty similar. All right, so they're pretty similar. So it is a good DNA, but at this point, it's kind of whichever one you prefer. If you prefer Light Blue or Acqua di Parma Cologne Club, but to at least spraying them side by side. Maybe the dry down's more different. Like there's some similarities, some differences, but I would say they're more similar than different. All right, so yeah, I'll keep this one. That was actually a pretty good list. I'm actually happy with with Acqua Cologne Club. Yeah, they're pretty similar. I might say that Dolce & Gabbana the Light Blue smells better, like a little better. And so I don't know. They're both good though. They're both good. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these fragrances. Yeah, I got a bunch of these samples for free, so it's like might as well just make a video about them. Like if you guys want to see, I have plenty of carded samples from all of these boxes that I always get, and they're random. They're like weekly, sometimes monthly. You never know when they're coming in the mail. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Leave a like, subscribe. Let me know which fragrances you've tried from this. Am I crazy about mind games? Do you actually enjoy mind games? Is there something I don't know about them? But yeah, that's all I have. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys.